Why is your government moving to set up this inquiry?
I think it's really important to have this inquiry because, as we know, there are a lot of people out there that are vaping, and at the moment they don't know what they are actually inhaling. These vapes can contain toxic chemicals, chemicals such as nail polish, of course, nicotine, ingredients that are in bug sprays. It is not clearly labelled on these vapes. They are being portrayed as being like a lolly flavoured, whether they are blueberry, watermelon, banana. So young people are, of course, very attracted to it, but even adults don't know that these are highly addictive substances that I feel is almost like a backdoor for some of these big companies to be infiltrating the younger generation. I'm particularly concerned about children in primary school. I'm hearing reports that teachers are saying that they know that young children are vaping during lunch breaks, but also too it's prevalent in our senior schools as well. So I think it's a big issue. I think we do need a really big educational campaign, hence the parliamentary inquiry, and hopefully a lot of health professionals will come to this inquiry and actually talk about the harmful consequences of vaping.
Okay,
it is almost like the next smoking wave.
You talked there about your words. You think it could be a backdoor method by some of the big companies to infiltrate kids, teenagers. So you're suggesting that the vaping companies are doing this deliberately?
Well, we need to find out exactly what's in these substances. They are not clearly labelled. People don't know what they're inhaling.
But surely no company would put knowingly dangerous substances in any product going out onto the Queensland market.
Well, let's hope not. Well, let's hope not. But this is not just the Queensland market, Michael. This is a national issue. These are being sold nationally. It is a big issue out there, and the health experts are telling me that they are not correctly being labelled. So, do you know what you are vaping? Because I can tell you what, the blueberry flavour is not 100% blueberry. So, you know, we actually have to delve in and see what the substances are. It is a big issue. It is a serious issue, and it is addictive. So, many of them do contain nicotine.
What do you say to advocates who say vaping could be, I know there are studies showing it's a gateway to smoking, but advocates say it could also be a way to people use to wean themselves off tobacco?
Well, there's a lot of people who have stopped smoking and are now vaping, and they are unaware of what they are vaping. So, yes, it is highly addictive. It is a problem. So this is why we need this inquiry, so the truth can be on the table, so everybody can be fully aware. This is an educational campaign, so people know what they are actually vaping and what are these toxic substances that are in these vapes.
Okay, well, could we see vaping banned, for instance, down the track in Queensland? You have very strong words about it.
Oh, I am very concerned. This parliamentary inquiry will run until the end of August. I am also aware that the National Health Ministers are also talking about this issue as well, that there are some concerns on the federal level. So, first step, let's get this inquiry underway and let's get the facts on the table.
Okay, so a ban could be in the frame at some stage in the future, given your concerns?
Well, as I said, first of all, let's get the educational aspects, and anything like a ban is the domain of the federal government. So you'd have to put those questions to the federal government.
Would you be in favour of a federal government ban if one was to be considered?
If these health professionals are correct and they contain these toxic substances, well, then I think we do have a big issue that needs to be addressed.
Okay, just something completely different before we go, Premier. The Oscars are about to happen in LA, and effectively Queensland is up for an Oscar, right? Because Elvis, one of the leading films, is up for a gazillion Oscars, and wouldn't the Oscars, the Academy, be snubbing Queensland if they said no to Elvis?
Well, hopefully someone will win an award there as part of Elvis, nominated for so many. And of course, Baz Luhrmann filmed that here in Queensland and kept a lot of Queenslanders in work during COVID. This is a true testament to the way in which we handled the pandemic here, that people were able to continue working. And I think it has encouraged the next wave of cinematographers, actors. Queensland really is the place for screen production, and fingers crossed for Baz and everyone there tonight at the Oscars. And I think Austin Butler stands a very, very good chance of bringing home that Best Actor award. And what a credit to Baz in identifying him as the next Leonardo DiCaprio.
As long as he doesn't give his acceptance speech if there is one in Elvis speak, which he's done a couple of times now.
Well, you can't blame him. Actually became the character for a couple of years.
I guess so.
But all the best, and the Oscars are a very exciting time.
Yeah, they are indeed. Premier, appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.